Yep, that'll do. Morning everybody, welcome back to Mother's Ruin. It may look like I'm watering trees, but in actual fact I'm just filling up the tanks ready for when it dries out again, because we had some rain finally. 35 mil Saturday night and then 35 mil Monday night. The ground is saturated. As you can see, I'm planting a tree while I can. I'm also a rock farmer. So we'll finish banging this tree in. This is in the exotic patch. This tank's just about full. And we've got another one to plant over there. And then, yeah, bang a few pegs and start looking at some tractors. And let's do some tractoring later this week. So let's finish planting this tree. So this tree isn't a silver dollar gum, but it is a eucalypt. It was a very cheap tree. Gets planted with a lot of love and affection, as you can see. Give it some extra dirt, a few special ingredients. And then alright, so it's in the ground. It's not quite finished. Got to get something else. Don't go away. So because this tree's a bit bigger when it's going in the ground, just going to give it a little bit of support, a little bit of help, just to get straight. Doesn't take long, it's pretty easy to do, and if it gets straight, well, it makes it easier to cut off later. So, I do have the tag for this tree, and when I find it, I'll stick it on, but I can't remember its name at this point. Don't want to do it too tight, I do want it to have some flex. Definitely warm enough this morning. It's supposed to be 35 degrees later, so it's about 95 Fahrenheit. And after all the rain we've had, it is quite humid. But this should give this tree a bit of a head start, and we'll see what it does. Happy days. Alright, let's get on with the next job. So this is a eucalyptus gunny. Ignore the price, it cost me $7. It's a cider gum. It'll get 30 metres that way. It likes frost and it likes sun, and we'll see what it does. So happy days. So one of the other jobs that's been on the shit list for a while and it's been too dry to do is this line of pegs here needs to go about 4 metres that way. So I'll grab the camera and try and show you what we're going to do. So originally, if I come down the driveway a little bit, originally there was never going to be a road there, but we've worked out that there needs to be a tree patch there and a tree patch there, and we've got a nice divider, which is this road. However, I don't like where it sits, and I can gain 4 metres on this paddock by moving those pegs 4 metres that way, and that will reduce the length of these tree lines a little bit. So basically it's pretty simple. I just have to put the tape measure out. As I get the camera to sit still, I have to put the tape measure out here from a 4 metre spacing, which is just over there, which you can't see, and then just walk along and pull the pegs out and replace them. So probably speed this video up. I work very slowly. It's quite warm, as we know. Told you that a few times. It's hot, it's summer, but let's get on with it. Okay, let's move the tape measure and go again. Now, some of you may notice I'm not using a GPS. I'm using a tape measure with some slack and some bump in it. And that's because in nature, there are no straight lines. And that's a philosophy we're sticking to. Next up, we put the 8 metre spacing in. And we repeat that in 3 places down here to give us ourselves a nice straight line. Sort of straight line. You right there? You're on a bit of a lean. Anyway, I'm gonna put the next line of pegs in. It's hot, I'll come back, do it, show you, all good. Yeah. That's better. Righty ho, so let's call this the southern end of patch 5, or might be 6. Southern end of this patch, and then we've got the northern end of this patch. This peg here is actually, I think, in the right spot because I come in the gate and I swing the trailer, and so there's a bit of swing room there. So that's quite a nice little size patch. It does have a little creek through the middle. We'll see how the trees grow in there. This is quite a long patch. It comes up this ridge, up this rise, and flattens out on the ridge. I've got a few pegs to fix up here, which I'll go and do, and a few at the other end. I've got 3 more rows to peg, 1 tree to plant, and then I'm going for a drive. So far today is going well, and this is good. So I worked out that I've made a little boo-boo. When I put the first spacer pole in the middle here, I assumed it was the right spacing. So if you look down here, it looks all right. If you look down here, it looks all right. But if you come up here, look down the line of the pegs, it's wonky. And then it just gets worse and worse. So I made a mistake, I've got to go and fix it. Something's still not right. Okay, so the peg you were sitting on was the problem. Righto, so I think I fixed it. The way this is happening is these rows here from the gate up are 5 metres apart, but then the last 3 are 4 metres apart, so I can fit another row in. However, on that side, I forgot to make it 4-4-4, not 5-4-4. Confused yet? Yeah, so am I, but it's fixed. So let's go and fix the rest of them because they're all wrong now. Righto, pegs are all done. So here we go. There are 3 not normal direction rows along the edge of this creek. There are 12 rows in this, what I call the patch above the ridgeline. And I've ended up with a small space in here where I'll probably plant some silver dollars. And I've pegged this roadway, so there's a peg here and there's a peg about there, and that's the gap to drive the car through, down the road and around you go. So nature's GPS. All of these rows still have to get 3 runs of ripper through them, and then we're going to rotary hoe them, and then when the time comes we'll actually re-measure these pegs, put end posts in like we've done on the main patch, and make it look all schmick and fancy. But winter is coming. I want to get that patch, this patch, that one, and that one over there. You can just see on the far horizon, if I move my hand over there. I want to get them prepped this winter to plant in spring. So job's on. Last job today is to go and plant 1 tree over there where that peg is. So let's get on with it. Well, it ain't going to put it in the ground by itself. And just like that, it's in the ground. So this tree, in theory, will grow 15 to 30 metres that way, but, which is about that big. In about 6-12 months time, I'm going to cut it off to the ground and it'll grow multiple stems and only grow to about the height of this tree. And then we'll start chopping bits off of it to sell to people. So anyway, thanks for watching. Just got to empty that last tank, then I'm going to go back into town for a bubble bath and a nice cold drink. It's going to be hot and steamy all week, which is just the way we like it. So you guys have a good week, be safe, and we'll see you next time. So thankfully it's not a specific need to get through here most of the time when it's wet, but 70 mil of rain has certainly made it a little bit slippery. But that's why 4-wheel drive was invented, and chunky tyres. Alright, see you later. So I watch a lot of YouTube channel of guys who live in the snow, where it's cold and they've got jumpers and beanies and hats and all. And right now, I'd have to say that I'm a little bit envious of the cool weather. Then I remember I don't like snow and jumpers and pants and jeans. And anyway, wow, it is warm. But that's what you get when you live in Australia.